Well, I showed up a little bit late today to the charts. I mean, I've been on the charts. I started the recording session a little bit late. How about that? But got some stuff going on. Let's see. Let me go ahead and get started from the stop. Started from the top. See where we're at. Um, Looks like we've been playing here. I was looking for a possible trade here. Didn't actually take one, but we'll see how that actually plays out as far as keeping up with the trend line, as well as a as well as a break and retest, and see how that goes. Odd USD, close odd USD. So in profit, not worried about that one. Just bounced off a daily high. See where price goes. Waiting for price to come down here is possible. Retest and continue back up. Cat CHF. Ooh, it looks like down there on the lower time frame. What is going on? I was expecting a break. Did get a break. Did get a rejection back into this area here. Not sure if that would have given me any sort of opportunity. Oh wow, they're really loud there. It could have had some rejection in there, so probably have an alert that's off there. So now I'm just waiting for price to come back down here, get a little area where I can bounce at. Cat JPY, just price is falling from here. So what is the next area we're looking at? Man, that was a nice little zone that was right there. It was just continuously bouncing and pulling away. It's very possible it could have looked for a trade on that one, but I probably wouldn't have, given the higher lows that kept being formed here. So now we'll wait to see if price can break these lows. Price can start breaking some of these lows here. Then we'll start looking for retests of these areas. So let's see if we can get a close below here, and if we can, then we'll start looking for retests and whatnot, and see if we can trail all the way back down to somewhere down here. So we'll see how that goes. CHF JPY. I was waiting for price to break above this to give me something. We've been making that higher lows once again. You're being careful about that. So nothing's really played out here. The only way, once again, I'd start looking at something like this is if we can get below what seems to be this level about here. If we can start breaking and closing below this level, then might be able to take some sells all the way down. So we'll see how that plays out. Euro AUD. Play this one on the daily. We were tracking that for a couple of days last week. Was looking for the wick rejection, came down, looking on a 30-minute time frame. Was waiting for the plan to play out. So I was looking for the, oh my goodness gracious, will you stop being a jerk? Waiting for price to come down. Pause for a second, which we did. We got a little doji candle back there before setting up a sell or a buy stop at the open of the candle. Price did just that, and that would have been the entry, and then we would just been chugging along this entire thing. One point in time, looked down at the lower time frames. Looks like maybe all the way down. Ooh, lower than that. Lower than that. It looks like maybe the hourly, and then 1 minute, just to see where things were going. Yep. So I was waiting for a break above this level and then a continuation before an entry. That never actually happened, so no biggie there. Euro CHF out to the daily. Just waiting for, looks like waiting for price to come up into this level here, which we are coming into. Looking for possibly see how this plays out. Looks like I don't have an alert on this one. Do I want to do it? I'll do it on the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour seems good enough. If it closes up in here, this might be a solid entry for some sells. We had some uptrend structure coming up. We didn't make a newer high. We didn't even test the original high before trickling back down. Now we've broken levels. So it's likely that we can come all the way back down here someplace. Looking for, looking for something like so. If you want to be safe, do above that high right there, but then come all the way down here for like a 1 to 3 or 1 to 1.3. So not bad. We'll see how that plays out. So Euro CHF will be on my watch list, waiting for that alert to go off. Euro NZD. We have a level here. It's been tested a couple times. It didn't push down far on both dailies, so I might ignore this one and wait to see if maybe we can actually break up above this and come back down. It looks like we have just been bouncing between these two levels here on the daily, just ranging in between the two. So if I were to do anything, I'd have to see like a daily wick close into this area right here, and then possibly look to take that back down here. We'll have to see how that closes. So that won't be until the end of the day today. I mean, even if not, probably tomorrow, because, it might get a close in the next 4 hours low, and then we get another wick or a candle that goes up into that. So we'll see. GBP AUD. GBP AUD looks like I was looking at something on the lower level, way down here, playing with the 4-hour wick rejection, and then also tracking what looks like to be, I'm not quite sure. I have a smaller, looks like a smaller position tool. Looks like I have 2 position tools on here. So yeah, this smaller one down there, and then this one here. So I don't know what I'm tracking there. I know I would have been tracking roughly the third touch of this trend line right here. It had a wick rejection there as a possible entry. We're at a support area, and it might have dipped a little bit lower. Looks like we've broken that. So not sure where this is going to go. So I'd probably stay out of it right now. GP CAD looks like we've had a break below this level here on a lower time frame, 4 hour. That looks pretty clean. Waiting for a candle entry into here. Just touch that zone there and see if we can get a rejection there. GBP JPY looks like we are bouncing at this area, coming on down. Sometimes you can play these ranges. Eventually ranges are going to break out. I mean, if you would have played this range here, then, eventually you would have gotten a range breakout. So it's possible to play ranges. You just got to wait for some solid wick rejection, or, maybe even something like this, but you'd probably want to look on the lower time frame to see what that actually starts setting up at. See if you start getting some breakup structures before getting in and trailing it all the way up. Patience is the name of the game, and sometimes we don't always have it. So same thing here. This one's a little bit messier. And given these daily zones down here, I probably will ignore these guys and wait for tests up here for this guy here, GBP-NZD. So let's get rid of that. So there we go. Testing the zone. GBP-USD got some strong uptrend structure here. I would like to see price break up above this and then come back for a retest before possibly coming all the way up back here for the retest of this area. So we'll see how that plays out. NZD CAD. Yep, looks like we're just waiting for it to come on down. NZD JPY. Bounces from some huge areas here. Was waiting for close there. I have a close underneath here as well. Looks like this has just steadily been playing, probably because my alert is on close. Yep, once per bar close. So I was waiting for a candle actually close below here. Probably would have been triggered there, and there. And then these are opportunities that you could have looked on lower time frames for wick entries and whatnot. I did not. Why? 5 o'clock in the morning and the continuation 9. Oh, that would have been pretty. Yeah, probably should have looked at that. Like I said, I've joined to the chart a little bit late. especially for like actually analyzing or analyzing and doing any sort of trade setups. I've just been managing some of the trades. So this had a nice rejection from there, but you know, if you go down to the 1 hour, you already had some higher lows being created. So it's like that might have been a little bit iffy to get out of that. That is a nice little pause in the market though. So possibly could have gotten an entry there someplace. We are looking at this, waiting for price to come down here. It's been respecting this downtrend area here. But that's pretty much it. It's been kind of sloppy on the way down. This USD JPY has been kind of clean, but we're just waiting for price to actually do something. So waiting for price to either start breaking down here and then coming back up for a retest, or come down here for a double bottom, break up higher, come back for a retest, and then come back here, or even up here for another for an entry. So I would be okay with this entry here, but I'd more prefer this entry here. This is cleaner versus this traffic that is right here. That's some terrible traffic. So I would prefer the one up above. I would prefer this entry here. No to gold. Don't really touch gold. Odd CHF. I'm waiting for this thing to fall and continue falling. I am probably going to be closing this one soon as we get back down to this level here. We'll see how that one goes. Odd NZD is a mess right now. I got to actually clean that up because not all that is accurate anymore. Waiting for price to come up into this level here. I have roughly a $15 trade on this right here, expecting price to bounce at one of these levels here. So we'll see how that plays out. Not too worried about that yet. USD CHF, same concept here, waiting for price to bounce at this level here. This is a pretty strong daily / weekly level. We should see a bounce out of here, at least another bounce to hopefully trail in back up to this area here. We'll see how that goes. Odd JPY, I was I was in two trades. So started out with a particular sell. I got triggered into a buy hedge, and this has just been playing around here. I took another buy once price rose above this area, gave me a wick rejection with a sell down below it, and I was hedged for both. So this one's just hovering there, waiting for the next trading opportunity. Just playing it safe, seeing what things going to go. I do have another alert down here, waiting for price to push deeper into this level because this might be a solid zone to take another buy from, since we have steadily been making higher highs and higher lows, and we just recently cracked the higher high. So price could come back into this level, but also understand like price could make it all the way back here before it decides to do anything. So I'm kind of unsure about which one to take on this one. I'll see how it actually sets up. EuroCAD. EuroCAD, this one's just been a mess as well. It really hasn't bounced from this area like we were hoping. But we'll see how that goes. GBP CHF, lower time frame. Let's come all the way down here to the hour. So took this buy here. Got a stop loss down there. What are we at? Is it a 4 hour, 5 hour? No, is it an hour? Yep, hour wick rejection in the zone. So from an hour wick rejection down to the 1 minute. And basically price was up here. I was waiting for price to pull back. And then I had like a buy limit, sell limit. One of the limit orders, whichever limit order puts me into the bullish market. Then I took a buy here, expecting, you know, with this rejection that we might get another rejection and price may end up trailing up. We got a strong push down in here, a less stronger reaction, and now we're about 17 minutes away, and we're getting this what hammer? No, not a hammer. What is this? Shooting star, but shooting stars are at the top of a tree. But we're getting this just plain old little candle. So momentum could be slowing down here, waiting for a bounce, and so that's all I'm waiting on. See if we can get back up to these recent highs, this little break and retest area. If you look there, that's about where we'd be going. Euro USD, same thing here. I was taking a sell here. I was in a sell from here back in the day. Looks like a 4 hour. Is it an hour or 4 hour? Yep. 4 hour wick rejection. Down to the 5 minute. I was looking for an entry there, ended up getting an entry. So we'd come back, we'd made the top wick, turned around. Price came all the way down there before flipping around. That was, it is what it is. Ended up getting hedged. So yeah, even though this is the positioning tool and it says that I lost, I haven't actually lost. So closed the buy hedge up here and entered another sell. And now I'm just waiting for price to continue trickling down. Once price trickles down here, I will more than likely, once I get to my 1-to-1, I'll more than likely close this one and this one, and then I'll just run off the profits of this one. I don't foresee. I mean, yeah, it would really depend. Like we are sitting in this range area. We had a slow a fake out there and a break here. So by all technicality, I should be able to come all the way back down to this range if price is going to continue doing this. But with that being said, like we've been in somewhat of like a strong uptrend for quite some time. We've had movement like this before, where it sort of ranged a little bit. So I mean, we could fall from here and come down. We haven't retested this area, solidly, so it's possible that it could fall and then continue breaking and waterfalling down. I'll have to see. Once price gets to 1-to-1, I'll come back and look and see how the daily and the 4 hour look to see if momentum's still going, then I might just leave that open and possibly get that to break even, make two winners there. Euro JPY. Euro JPY still just hovering in between these two areas. So I'm waiting for price to come up here or trickle down here. One of the two before I can actually manage this trade here. And that's pretty much all I got. NCD CHF. Oh, same thing. Waiting for price to actually do something at one of these two zones. I don't actually have an alert at this zone, probably because it's not really an important zone. I mean, we've had a bounce here, but I mean, it was a slow trickling bounce. Do I want to be part of the slow trickling bounce, or do I want to be part of the quick bounce? So I don't know. We'll see. Like even this was a relatively quick bounce as well. So this has just been slowly trickling across, coming up, and then yeah, strong rejection after this, and it's been, you get an entry there, and you're still in profit, even though it's coming all the way back. You're still in profit, and then further profit. So it's like those are the trades I would like. I would not like to be sitting in something like this where it comes back to the entry, comes back near the entry, goes up, then comes back near the entry, and then finally takes off. It's like this plays with your emotions, and I'm not ready for my emotions to be played with. So other than that, I'm gonna stop for right now, pause the recording, and then well, yeah, yep, we've already gone over these guys, so I'll clean these guys up. We already know where I'm going with all these guys, and we'll see how the day progresses. I am gonna go finish my lunch and then get back to work. Well, today's been a pretty slow day. I've been more focused on work today than actually doing anything. I've had alerts go off, but it really wasn't much. Definitely had stuff go off at 5, but it's like I can't do anything with that. Unfortunately, like talking about spreads and everything like that. So this trade off the 1 hour, waiting for a bounce on this one in this 4 hour zone. This trade was already, even though my stop loss is down there, spreads when they widened, it actually triggered me in. So I'm already hedged in this one right here. Which is, I mean, it looks like it's going to come down anyway, so I would have been hedged. It looks like I would have been hedged if price continues going. So no biggie, but I mean, that's just part of the game. Maybe I should have had a bigger zone in here to account for some stuff like this. Even then, that I think that would have been a safe stop loss area or hedging area. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens with this trade as we continue on. But yeah, as that is, that's all I got. So until tomorrow, you guys have a blessed day.